It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. Chooses to bring this one out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's 2nd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Milton now. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 45 on 2nd down. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Here's Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
To throw, Milton. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Running once more with Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Putting a receiver in motion. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Complete, Derrick Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Ritter. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He's got it! And he's across for the touchdown! And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Give now to the running back. He spins right by him. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. This ball's cut by Bowers. On the move, past the 40. There he goes on the right side. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This is Henry on second. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. They go play action here. He's on. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He brings in the fair catch, and as he does it, we'll see what this penalty flag is all about. Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. They're going play action. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Another try following the sack. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Now Milton to throw. Finds him on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now give left side. Still has room inside the 15. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb in quarterbacks? When we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They kick the running back in motion. Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Ritter looking to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milton. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 21. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Vegas first down. Milton. Complete out to the right side. This is ahead for about 5. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 3-possession game. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Ritter to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Man in motion here. To the air, third and long. He's loaded another one up. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. To throw, Milton. Into the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Raiders trying to make some noise before halftime. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Back to throw. Here's Milton. That pass caught by Wangu. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball. And over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here he is on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing can turn in the NFL, and that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Here's Milton. Makes a desperate throw for the end zone. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Ritter. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing here, Ritter. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Raiders might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Milton back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second and 8. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Now that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly, and that was almost a huge play with an interception.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Third and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders have it now on his 8th pick of the year. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Now Milton to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hyatt with the ground. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Taking his shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Gets them a couple there in a very good spot now with second and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Henry.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
From the gun on third down. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Third down from the gun. He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Here's the handoff. Broke through the tackle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to the well again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
He's going deep this time. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Raiders are going to take over after the interception. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
Play action on 1st down. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked.
That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's trying another one deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He's loaded another one up. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Ritter looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Now Ritter. Finds him on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's 2nd and 2. Henry on the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game. Butker on now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. Throwing now, Milton. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
In motion right is Metcalf. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again.
coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 29. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defender.
He's got it deep downfield. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So second down coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
2nd and 10 now. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To throw, Milton. Chased out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. And the Raiders get to it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They go play action on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
1st and goal from the 1. From the 1. I don't mind throwing it, but that's the one thing you can't have happen. Defensively, you know they're going to bring it. And now, well, they're more than content backing this offense up with the sack.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Ooh, he put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. And they pick him off again. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Milton. He completes it in traffic. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they pick him off again. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Hyatt going in motion right. Running for the marker on 2nd. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Ritter setting up to throw. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders take over as he ties the single-game record with 4 interceptions.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is brought in at the 15. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Raiders keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Ritter looking to throw. And he gets this forward to the 19. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Chiefs. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Milton. He lofts it deep. Right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This throw is cut. He has the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Complete out to the right side. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Big gain downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Now 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Okay, hang on, partner. Officials had to have just made a mistake, right? Did they just say accepted?
Yeah, I don't think I get this one either, Kate. This is where you got to step in and give me your great analysis, because this makes no sense. You basically just ripped up your lottery ticket.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Kansas City.